TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just extremely proud of our fight, how hard we've been working, and it's showing up in games right now. 27 assists, 14 turnovers, all the things that we've been talking about. Our guys are starting to implement it offensively and defensively. I'm just proud of the effort that we gave as a unit.
Speaking of effort, you looked so dominant at the end of the second, beginning of the third. Then when they got physical towards the end of the fourth, it almost looked like the Pelicans got punched in the mouth, but this time they responded. What makes you most proud about that?
Exactly what you said. The past whatever amount of games, when we're in those type of moments where we're leading, everything is flowing, and a team picks up their physicality, we have the tendency to just kind of walk around and they push us off our spots offensively, defensively. They're up into us. Tonight it was different. Our guys hung in there. We battled, and a big-time shot by Devonte at the end of the game. But it started with getting a stop. And when we get stops, our best offense is getting out and playing.
And how about the play from your bench? 3 guys in double digits there.
Huge effort from our bench. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, can't say enough about him. Big shot after big shot. Billy Hernan Gomez, he's shot another 3. So he's keeping that up. And then Kyra, Sato, Garrett, those guys are all coming in, contributing. And we need that. We need a lift from our bench, and huge, big-time win on our part tonight.
All right, we'll go to Zoom.
Hey, Willie, getting to watch Devonte, up close a bunch, just how confident are you, generally speaking, every time he does rise up and take a 3?
Well, he's known to hit those type of shots. That's what he's done over his career. And when Brandon kicked the ball up to him, I had a great angle, and it looked good all the way. Just proud of our guys once again. This is a tough place to play, and that's a tough team over there. So to come into Utah and get this type of win on the road to start off a 3-game trip is huge.
Talking about being proud, how is it to watch Brandon be able to make that play in that situation? In the past, he's kind of been the guy that kind of maybe forces a shot because he wants to win so bad, but to have the recognition to give off the little shuttle pass to Devonte and let him make that shot.
It was just it's the unselfish basketball that he plays, and that we talk about just in general as a group. We want to be a team that plays 0.5, good to great, and that was a key good to great situation where he probably could have took it all away, but he saw Devonte streaking up the right-hand side, swung it to him, and he made a big-time shot for us.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned Nikhil and Billy. You talked all season about how you've been tinkering with the lineup, trying to find the right fit. How much do you feel like this rotation over the past few games kind of fits what you're looking for and what this team needs right now?
Well, so far it's working out well for us. And we want to continue with this lineup. And look, we'll continue to make adjustments. We'll look at what's working for us. And thus far, we like what we see. we're going out, we're executing, we playing hard, playing together, and that's the key for us.
Willie, what does it say about your team, after going through what they've gone through, the ability to respond to the adversity of those, from 2 minutes to whatever that was, 30, 40 seconds, in that building, in that environment, it obviously, it must be a turning point to some degree from this season.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to build on this, but to your point, going through adversity is what our city is accustomed to. Resilient group of people in New Orleans, and we want a team that does the same thing. So when we face adversity, we just get up the next day and we keep fighting. We continue to stay positive, and we build from here. And I'm proud of our guys representing our community, representing our city the right way.
What did you think about the job that Herb did on Donovan Mitchell tonight?
I thought he was great. We have a saying, not on Herb, but for him to be a rookie, his instincts defensively and offensively, he's always in the right place. Sometimes he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt with the whistle, but that's okay. He just plays through it, and he's making it tough on people.
Yeah, you talked about it a little bit earlier for Lope's question, but do you think it's meaningful for a team to see the star like B.I. be willing to give that shot up and to somebody else and be willing to make that play and not feel like you have to make it yourself?
Yeah, but you know what? It's what we talk about just in general. If you see a guy with the jersey on, a jersey on that's the same as yours, just give it to him and trust that he's going to make the right play. That's what Brandon's been doing all season, all of our guys for the most part. But we're continuing to build. We're not there yet. This is a huge step for us, winning 2 in a row. And, we got to do it again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the flock. Big ups to the flock. I appreciate y'all joining us for this happy installment of the Pelican post-game report. Post-Thanksgiving, Pelicans in the building, handling business, taking care of business, doing what they're supposed to do, and ultimately the Pelicans were able to get the win over the Utah Jazz, as this one's called Pels Stop Utah in the clutch. 98-97, win 2 straight first time this year. Very positive indeed. Welcome to the Pelican post-game report, and I salute the flock. Much love to the flock. I'm Big Q chiming in this installment of the Pelican post-game report, and I got my host, my dog DC's in the building. Much love to the fam. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button and join the flock. All right, before we get going, big ups to brother Jalil for the super chat. He said, Graham is not clutch. Casuals don't know what they talking about. Right. I know that in a roster came out of DC tonight. We're going to mess around. And Big Q gonna grow his hair back.
Now, you know that's a lie. You can't grow that hair back.
Pels, that's what I'm talking
Ain't
about.
Ain't nothing gonna grow up the top. In the
Stop hating, brother. Stop hating. Stop hating.
You gonna have them. You gonna have them. Them dreads like with the clown cut around the sides.
Man,
you ain't gonna have nothing up top, dog.
Boy, you tripping.
Your hair gonna grow like Kimbo Slice. You just gonna have dreads on the side like Kimbo.
You tripping, boy. I got hair all over the top of my head, boy. It ain't, bro. You wrong as 2 left shoes on that one, DC. But anyway, this is a happy occasion of the Pelican post game reporting. Fam,
what you talking about? B.I. not clutch. He the one made the pass.
That was a big pass, and listen. Listen, fam, you got to give credit to B.I. because B.I. didn't take a contested, difficult shot. He passed the ball to a teammate, and he took the shot, and we win, lose, or draw with that. That was the correct play to do, and Graham knocks it down. That's a big learning method, a moment for a B.I. in the matchup, because that was something we was hammering him with. Because he just he goes into this stall mode and tries to win the game by himself, but he trusted his teammates, DC, in this one, man. Big ups.
Man, hold up, man. Your boy done changed the name. What the name was? The Tomas Trashkansky? He done changed that bit to Tomas. Yes, we can ski. And he said you about to have that George Jefferson Q.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. Let's go. All right. So anyway, with that being said, Pelicans, man, 98-97 with the win. The Pelicans take care of business in this one, man. BI led the team. We're going to get into some of the team stats, but before we get into that, we're going to allow DC to soak up some positive vibrations straight from the island as he talks about how he handled business. He called me and said, I told you. I told you. And he
bro.
broke literally right now. You can't see that DC's arm is in a sling because he
My
broke
arm
it.
ain't in no damn sling, man. What you talking about, man?
He broke it patting himself on the damn back today.
About, man?
All right, DC, go ahead. You have your 5 seconds of fame, bro. Go ahead and talk about.
Man, I don't need
you
no
called the
5.
game
I don't
right.
need no 5 seconds of fame, man.
Then what you called me talk about you was right for gloating and shit. Don't play in front of these people like you humble, man.
Because the one time when I do be wrong, oh boy, you do not hesitate to let me know it.
Oh, it's
you
me.
Don't hesitate to let me know it, boy. I tell you. I was like, Big Q, you was right. I know I was right. I was like, damn, bro, I'm trying to give you a compliment. But anyway, I was right about them beating the Jazz, and I saw what they did against the Wizards, man. We watched that game. That is not, common. That is not just random. What we saw them do against the Wizards, man. It was the team coming together, guys with different mindsets. You saw BI hit 26 shots, probably only dribbled the ball 8 or 9 times or something like that. That's not normal for us. So I knew they would carry that momentum into this Jazz win, man. Happy they pulled it out. Very exciting game. Always goes down to the wire as usual with the Jazz. But we was up to play, man. And Willie Herman Gomez, your guy, Q. What I told you, I said you was right. You was right about him, man, because I agree with you that we needed to play him, but you kept beating that drum, man, and you couldn't be more right.
Well, bro, to be honest with you, I just was imagining when when Billy Hernan Gomez took that 3-point shot right before halftime, I was wondering, could Jackson Hayes have hit that? But I mean, I just said when he
was in the air when he shot it.
Yeah, he was that. I also remember Billy Hernan Gomez's turnaround on Rudy Gobert around the cup, and I said, could Jackson Hayes have done that? So every time I seen this, I was thinking,
no, the play I saw, they was on a fast break, and I don't know who passed it to Willie. Willie kind of act like he was gonna do something, and he dished it off to the other person. I said, I know Jackson Hayes wouldn't have been able to do that shit. I really thought that, and that wasn't just for the segment. When he did that, I was like, man, ain't no way in hell Jackson Hayes would have made that pass.
Man, much love to the fam, man. We just playing.
That boy had 5 dimes, Q. Our center had 5 dimes. Our backup center, bro.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, bro, listen. I told you that that Billy Hernan Gomez makes things happen. He's not the most athletic guy in the world, but he's very intelligent. He positions himself on the court where he's supposed to do. He makes assists. He makes things happen underneath that, around that cup and hoop, and he's always got his head in the game. So for whatever reason, it's the magic of Billy Hernan Gomez. Things just start happening. The minutes you give him minutes, you get production. And like I said and told DC as we get ready to go over the team statistics, is that really DC Big V was really relaxed in this one. Didn't overload him with minutes. He was very fresh against Rudy Gobert, but really was a combination of Billy and Big V against Gobert. As we got Whiteside in foul trouble today, that really mixed them up. The Pelicans bench also was very big in this thing, and I just absolutely love. I just can't get enough of watching the Pelicans play with Josh Hart and Herb Jones in the starting lineup. Two of the Pelicans' best defenders are on it, playing in straight jacket, doing what he did to Donovan.
Never fell out of the game, huh, Q?
Spider, what he did to him, and Josh Hart doing it too. So it's like one on one side, one on the other side. I just absolutely love that. So when finally Zion is able to play, you'll see we get one of them. I would probably say it'll be Josh Hart. I think Trey was asking that question. Once Zion returns, which one will it be that'll leave? Will it be him or would it be? I say it'll probably be Straight Jacket going to the bench and they're operating with the veteran Josh Hart. But that wouldn't be bad either with NAW and Straight Jacket coming up off the bench. KLJ seems to be getting the rhythm. Sanaronsky's facilitating. Billy Hernan Gomez. Things are looking good for this Pelican team. Let's get right into the team statistics on this one. Very proud of the Pelicans because it could have went the other way and they kept in the game, man. They imploded, couldn't score, but the Pelicans held in there and won the game. And how many games we've seen it went the opposite direction. The Pelicans willed it and refused to lose against a very good Utah team. They beat them. I'm very proud of this team. And they have a 2-game winning streak. Very proud of the young Pelicans. Anyway, let's get into the team statistics. The Pelicans were 38 of 89 tonight for almost 43%. The Jazz was 36 of 80 for 45% flat. Pelicans were 11 of 27 from downtown for almost 41%. The Jazz were 13 of 33 for 39.4 free throws. Pelicans 11 of 13 for 84.6%. Man, I just love the Pelicans are a top 5 free throw shooting team in the NBA. You could have not seen that coming. When you see incrementally, they are hitting free throws, and this is helping out as well. Remember the 2 prior stints with 2 of these garbage ass coaches.
We number 4,
Gentry,
number 4 in free throw shooting. Remember, I said free throw shooting follow good culture. Remember that, huh?
That is very true. And Elvin Gentry and Van Gundy could not get them on this level Willie has. So you can see that fundamentally they're operating in that direction, going on the plus side. And by the way, Elvin Gentry is the new head. He's the interim coach of the Sacramento Kings. I told you that was going over there for a reason.
That, I thought of you, boy.
Remember I told you that? Didn't I tell you that?
Sit behind Luke Walton and pray, try to get him drunk.
What did I tell you?
He was going to take the man out and get him drunk.
I told you. I said because he had a choice to go to Doc Rivers wanted him in Philly, and he had a chance to. He had 2 choices, and I said he's going back to California. He said why? I said because Luke Walton's going to get fired sooner or later. They're going to fall out, and he'll be the coach in line to take the position. He would have never had that happen in Philadelphia. So he's the coach again out there with the Sacramento Kings. Y'all good luck because y'all going to need all the Heavenly Hill y'all can drink out there. Anyway, let's get into
I actually think they're going to play good for him, Q.
Yeah, well, his offensive thing, that's the issue.
They're going to get freed up and they're going to be allowed to be loose.
Irresponsible. All that. Yeah. All right.
They're going to win some more games and they're going to lose all the games that come.
They're going to score. They're going to lead the NBA in scoring and also giving up the most points. 39 rebounds by the Pelicans versus 43. Now, you look at the field goal percentage from the Pels today. They shot 43 from the field, 41 from downtown, and 84, almost 85% from the free throw line. The Pelicans, very solid numbers there. If you look at what the Jazz did, they were 12 of 18 for 67%. Jazz won the rebound battle, but not by very much. Of course, looking at the assists, look what the Pelicans were able to do to keep them in this game, moving the ball around. 27 assists from the Pelicans versus 17 by the Jazz.
What?
8-6 on the steal battle. The Pelicans won there. Blocks, of course, with Rudy, you're going to win that all the times. 8-4. Turnovers, Pelicans held the turnovers just 14 with 18 points off turnovers. 18 by the Jazz, which was very interesting because the Jazz are usually pretty disciplined in terms of what they do with the ball. Pelicans forced them into 18 turnovers, which was a positive there. 13 points off of it. Pelicans outbroke them 14-10. They were even on the points in the paint, where usually Utah is a team that is doing that, but they were even there. And the fouls, of course, you see where it is. And, of course, the Pelicans led by as much as 6, Jazz by as much as 11. But in the end, man, very positive numbers as the Pelicans were able to do their thing. So, DC, you see the statistics. Let's get into that, bro, and talk about that. Well, before we do that, let's give a shout out to Brother B. Thomas with the super chat. Thank you, Brother B. Thomas. Thank you, He says, from all the losing, this team isn't afraid of teams' runs anymore. They just keep doing what they're doing. Thank you, Brother Thomas, who always got some great points, man.
Right.
We appreciate you, man. What's
You
up,
right,
Brother
man.
Jamal? Big ups to you.
And we gotta thank Josh Hart for that too, man. That's when that
Yeah.
changed, when he started being vocal and came out, called everybody out, and that's when you seen all that change, man. They keep their head down, keep working.
Big ups to VB Saints and Pels lead as well. Much love to you, my
baby?
baby. Appreciate you. Says Andrew Lopez, who covers the Pelicans for ESPN, tweeted Pelicans had lost 22 straight when they trailed with a minute to play in the fourth quarter, overtime prior to tonight. So a lot of heavy statistics
wonder
and
Willie
voodoo
Green-
they had done to come
Yeah.
to beat that, to get that up out of here. So thank you for that great
You
stat.
think Willie Green did a little
One can
procession or something back
you
there?
never
He had a
know.
little situation going on.
Something,
What
man,
he
some heavy praying
went to,
and all
went to
kinds
got
of stuff,
something
man.
removed, you know.
Yeah,
Got some
but listen-
roots. Got some roots removed off of the Pelicans.
But DC, listen, that I'm so proud of Willie Green for real. I'm so proud of him because despite all of the losing and the soul-crushing losses where the Pelicans were up by double digits and just collapsed, I'm so happy for not only the team, but also so proud and happy for Willie Green, where he stayed with his message. He also seen him, I ain't gonna say he got out of character, but his intensity went up, but never lost control of the team, and his emotions stayed within the confines of his philosophy. And of course, the Pelicans stayed diligent with him, and now the wins are starting to come. So I'm so proud of this team. Let's talk about that and the team statistics and the win today. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man. The thing that stick out to me, you know, we always want to go over those stats, and it's the 27 assists. And not only the 27 assists, Q, the fact that we had 27 and we held the Utah Jazz to 17.
17.
Now, we done stuff like this, played very good defensively against a lot of teams. To me,
Thank you.
you're definitely the best one of the year. You're right, Nola. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that too. To me, this team, man, Utah ain't no flukes, man. You talking about number one or number two offense in the league. And you held them to under 100 points. A team we know who their whole offense is about hopping the ball around and hitting the open shot. We held them to 17 assists, man. So, and we got 27 on them. So that's an amazing stat right there for me, Q. Another one that stands out to me, because so many times we've been on the opposite end of this, and these couple of points, I mean, they really matter tonight. We went for 11 for 13 from the free throw line, bro. 84% from the free throw line.
Loving it.
So we got less free throws. What, 4? We got 3 less free throws than them? No, I'm saying it wrong. We got 5 less free throws than them. And we only trailed them by that 1 point. That's huge, bro. That's huge, especially this was a close game the way it was. You know what I mean? The other thing, bro, and I'll just leave it at this one because this the other one that jumps out to me. You know, we shot 40% from 3-point line, and we held most teams. This wouldn't be nothing to, you know, write home about, but we held the Jazz to 39% from 3-point line. Now, this is a team. They was on the streak shooting 45% or better from 3-point line over the last 5 games. So just got to point out that statistic. Very good win, man. You know, huge game. And the guys, they played hard all night, man. I can't say anything negative about the Pelicans. There's some things I didn't like, but the defense, for sure. I ain't see much I didn't like all night defensively, man. It was A++ defensively against one of the best offenses in the league. And we know what they can be with Zion, but I think the Pelicans are showing you something else. If they could be this type of animal defensively, and then you add Zion into that, Q, they're dangerous, bro. We've been saying it. I know the record don't reflect it, but I think the Pelicans, they're going to move on the radar at some point with Zion, man. And a lot of the stuff, a lot of us have been talking in the offseason not going to seem so crazy as it, you know, did when we got all the way to, what were we, like 2-13, and now we 5-16, 4-16, you know. it all sounded like crazy talk at that point. So we got maybe about 4 more weeks, possibly, without Zion, and he'll come back. And then I project him to be on the roll after that, bro.
Yeah, it's you mentioned the Zion thing. We're gonna cover a story on that after after we finish recapping this game and then previewing the next matchup, which is Utah again, Saturday after it's a night game. Once again up in Utah, so Utah's going to get when they feel it. So
Willie.
it's a great, absolutely, absolute love. I just love the win. I love what they're doing. I love the energy. They really fought off some demons and ghosts to win this game, because usually the collapse came and you can see the habits started to form. The Pelicans had the lead and lost the lead. They had to fight from behind to retain the lead. Didn't give up when they usually would give up after a few stallments out, and then of course come down, play some defense. The referees had some really weird call at the back of the game. Pelicans knocked the shot down and get the win. And of course, Utah could be without Mike Conley for this Saturday matchup, because they rarely play back to backs. They don't usually use them like that.
How long that been going on, Big Q?
It's been going on. They've been going on trying to keep his minutes down, man. But that's the thing that they've been doing out there. And I don't think it's a bad idea to kind of keep him down. They've been getting a lot of good usage out of him since he's been in Utah, versus how they beat the hell out of him in Memphis with all he had there. And I remember him and Rudy Gay, man. I remember when they were in Memphis. This is some time ago, when Conley and Rudy Gay was out there with
it was
Zach Randolph, Tony Allen.
What is it, Marcus Gasol?
Yeah, man. I remember that was a
we missing a couple of players. They had a couple of more guys too,
yeah,
bro.
It was a couple of guys. I can't
who's
think
the
of
little short guy? They had a nice little guy come off the bench and score on you, man. I can't remember his name.
But anyway,
squad, bro. I think that if the Warriors wouldn't have ascended to the level that they went, bro, that Memphis Grizzlies team probably could have made
Lionel Hollins had them playing, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But anyway, let's get into the individual statistics here and get through this. Ingram was the top guy. That's why he on the thumbnail. 21 points in 38 minutes. He was 8 of 22 from the field.
You should have put Willie Hernan Gomez on the thumbnail.
I know. Next time we're gonna have to do that. He had 8 rebounds tonight. So BI, man, 21, 8 rebounds. He had 5 assists and also 5 turnovers. So 21 points for BI to lead the effort for the Pelicans. And then, of course, the other scorer, top scorer for the club, came off the bench with NAW. 15 points in 24 minutes for NAW, 6 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from downtown, a big 3 toward the back end to help keep the Pelicans in that thing. He had 15 points, a couple of rebounds in the block, and his plus minus was +6. And, of course, 13 points from Billy Hernan Gomez in the matchup. In 19 minutes, he was an efficient 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from downtown, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and a +10 for Billy Hernan Gomez on the night. And, of course, the next score would be Big V. In 29 minutes, DC, 11 points, 5 of 10 from the field. He wasn't as good from downtown. He kind of lowered that 3-point percentage with that 0 for 3 night. Nonetheless, he finished with a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and a block and an assist for Big V in the matchup. And then KLJ, very efficient, perfect game for the young fella. 10 points, 10 minutes, a minute a point. A point a minute, was 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. KLJ, efficient night, and he also had an assist and a steal. He had 10 points for him. And, of course, when guys like Graham struggled, who had 9 points and 4 assists and a couple of steals in 29 minutes, but still was able to hit the clutch 3. And Josh Hart, with his effort and intensity, in 2 of 6 from the field, he had 8 points in 37 minutes with 5 assists and 4 rebounds in the matchup. So the Pelicans did some, and then of course Herb Jones. How can I not talk about Herb? He did his thing. 35 minutes. He had a couple of cuts to the basket, runs, that layups and rebounds. He was just terrific. 8 points from him in his efforts against Spider Donovan, which he was really cool on that, man. He did his thing on that, locking him down and playing really stiff defense on him and holding that man to, I think it was 16 points he heard Donovan held him to.
Yeah, it was 16.
16. That is crazy because usually
On 21 shots.
Yeah, usually Donovan takes off in that money period and start adding up them points and start pushing away with Utah. That didn't happen this time, as the Pelicans were able to keep him kind of under wraps and subdued to a point, and that's not easy to do with that guy. But Hurd finished with 8 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and a lot of stuff that simply don't show up on the line. And of course, Utah's top scorer was Bogdanovich, finished with 23 points in 31 minutes. But the Pelicans didn't allow anybody, including Conley, who had 12-16 from Spider Mitchell. And of course, the Pelicans bench outscored the Utah bench. Everything is all good and positive. Did a wonderful job, DC. Let's talk about it, the individuals.
The individuals to me, man, I mean, obviously, B.I., 21 points is huge, even though it was a little bit of a tough night for him. He did just enough when it mattered, you know what I mean? Things could have been better. I didn't like the fact that I almost felt like we was trying to force feed him down the stretch. I think we'd have let it be more natural. B.I. probably would have been able to be, I guess, looked at as a little more clutch because everybody talking about, oh, he ain't clutch, he missed these shots, woo, woo, woo. But you can't make them all. But the shots he was taking, they were tough, man. And he was getting the ball late in the shot clock. But the brother still got 21 points, hit all the shots at the free throw line, gave us 8 and 5. Again, you got the 5 turnovers, but it's tough, man. They doubling them. They really don't want. I saw what we did last game. The Utah Jazz made an effort to not let B.I. catch the ball in his spots. Like they was running him straight off of that. So, it's tough, man. They really put a lot of energy and focus on him. So 21, 22 shots. Ain't great, but still a good game. We got the win. You know what I mean? I see you hating, Colton, dog. You need to stop that, though, bro. Man, the man got the win, bro. We got the win. It was enough. But it's the last thing. I want to say one more thing about B.I. Oh, and another reason about B.I., man. Did y'all see the defense he was playing tonight? Because Bogdanovich was kind of doing this thing in the first half. We came out at halftime. Guess who was on Bogdanovich? I ain't see too much more of that. So shout out to B.I. for that. They ain't gonna show up in the stat sheet. But the man of the hour to me, man. I mean, I would kind of give the player of the game. It would be Billy Herman Gomez, bro. Just knowing what our bench has been, Q. We've had games where our bench has scored 10 points. And this brother is rolling up out of bed, probably averaging 13 or 14 points since we started giving him minutes now. So he gives you, again, this is the same stat line, damn near what he gave you in the win against the Wizards. He gives you 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 points, bro, in 19 minutes. Only gripe you can have on Willie, you wish you probably could be a little better defensively, but I mean, the brother gave you 13, 8, and 5, you know what I mean, in 19 minutes, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy, Q. And we've been just sitting him on the bench this whole time, So, man, shout out to him, bro. We couldn't have won this game without him. And my other guy, I definitely want to give a shout out to Kyra Lewis, man. We dogged him when he ain't played good. The brother went out there, played only 10 minutes and gave you 10 points and didn't miss a shot. The only reason I don't think he got more minutes because Satoransky is just better defensively. That's why he's out there, for everybody wondering how Satoransky still got 9 minutes. Them 19 could have went to Kyra, but it was a tough matchup tonight, man. I mean, you playing Mike Conley, old savvy veteran. He pulled a lot of tricks out on Kyra, so I understand why he only got 10 minutes, but shout out to him, man. Them 10 points was huge, really helped. And the last guy I want to mention, he probably don't have what you would consider great stats. 3 for 10, 3 for 7 from the three-point line. He only got 2 rebounds, gave you 4 assists. You know what I mean? No turnovers on the night, so that's good, but only got 9 points. But guess what? Out them 9, 3 of them won you the game. And that's the man, Devonte Graham, bro. Hit the big shot when all of us, for a moment, probably thought it was over. About 4 or 5 seconds left. BI kick the ball to him, pull up in their face, cash money records, baby, go in. So shout out to Devonte Graham, man. Huge shot, and that's the only stat that mattered to me for him tonight. I think a lot of this could change going forward, especially with Zion. You're probably going to see a lot more easier shots for Devonte Graham, and him not having to initiate offense so much, because BI running into trouble kind of do that. It's too much attention, and that's kind of his job. He's doing okay at it. But with Zion come back, I think you see his scoring go to another level.
Yeah, this is a very good, man. To be honest with you, I'm really proud of this Pelican team, man, and what they were able to accomplish. To be honest with you, very proud, man. Very proud the team gets a win, and the back-to-back opportunities the Pelicans handle business in a very good way. So, very, very positive win. Pelicans have this team facing off against them. DC. Let's lead off into the preview stream now. Pelicans got to go back into Utah, back into the stadium again for tomorrow night at 8:00 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Time for another 8 p.m. game in Utah. Of course, it's a possibility that Conley will not be playing in the game because they have this thing where they don't like to play him in back-to-back contests. So let's look at that and think about what's going on there. Of course, we know what happened with BI is actually the team leader in scoring right now. Big V averages 12.5. Graham at 5 assists per contest. Spider Mitchell there, 23.4, averaging almost 43 percentage points, shooting that thing from the field. And of course, you see Gobert, 15 rebounds per game, a beast in that in the paint. And Conley will more than likely not be there. We'll see. But once again, the Utah Jazz are definitely pissed off that the Pelicans came up with the win. And this is a very unique circumstance where the Pelicans go back into the arena. They took it by 98 to 97. And let's see, can they match that intensity to beat the Utah Jazz? Usually, the thing is beating that team first and then coming back around the second time is not as hard. The thinking is because it's like most of it's psychological. But the Utah Jazz is a hard team to beat in their building, and the Pelicans still got to take care of business. So they got to be feeling good that they could play with the Jazz, a 12-win team right now currently in the NBA. So what happens? Let's talk about how the Pelicans get up the three-game losing streak.
I think it's very doable, Q. I originally thought the Pels would go and split one with the Jazz. Obviously, win this first one, as I said, and lose the second one. But after seeing how they won tonight, I think it's very likely that they could get the sweep. And the reason I say that, first off, you pointed out something to me as I critique BI a little, not too much. You said, man, that's big that BI took and he allowed his teammate to take that last shot. And you absolutely right. You know what I mean? That instills confidence in the whole team. And not only just the whole team, also BI. And it makes the defense look at it a different way too. If he's willing to pass out of those tough sets, which I saw him trying to do all night. Like he had 5 turnovers, but a lot of those turnovers, some of the turnovers he was trying to pass out of a double team. It wasn't like he was doing nothing crazy or just dribbling all the time. He cut a lot of that out, even though it was more tonight than the other night. So I think seeing him, and I'm kind of watching him mature and grow a little bit. The hell with the stats and the 8 for 22, just the decision making that he's trying to make and seeing what he's trying to do. It's a lot smarter basketball than we've seen, I guess, other than those first 5 games this year from BI, especially when he was going through his slump. So that, and the fact that I thought for the Pelicans to be able to beat a Jazz team, we would have had to have like some crazy scoring night. You know what I mean? Like everybody would have had to put up some crazy numbers. And they did the exact opposite to win the game, Q. They slowed the Jazz down. It was a grinded out game. It's defensive mentality. And if we can win games like that, Like, man, you capable of beating anybody, because if you can pull them into kind of, I guess, a muck it up situation a little bit, but we also had a firepower, I believe, when we get hot to be able to put up big points like we seen them do against the Wizards. So they're trying to find their identity, and I think they kind of found it with playing defense first. But at the same time, when they play defense first and they also execute the offense properly, we can be a very high-scoring team as well. So seeing what they did tonight against Utah and understanding that I think tomorrow they could come out and play better offensively, I'm going to say they win this one too, man, and go ahead and sweep the Jazz. And then it's a lot with this Jazz team. Like we talked about, me and Q talked about how we have all of these weird games that go down the wire. It's almost like a rivalry situation. And what better team than to take your frustrations out on being 4-16 than the goddamn Jazz? And then you see they play in the Jazz on a back-to-back in Utah. Whoever made their schedule, they is not counting on us winning them damn games. So I think it's a us against the world mentality the Pelicans are building. And we're going to see that obviously grow more, because a lot of people been, basically talking mad trash about Zion. So he's probably buying in, and they rallying around him. They know he's coming back, as I told you, Q. So that's a big thing. Like they gonna want to elevate even more, because they know Zion coming back is right around the corner. They practicing with him. They seeing he fine. So they a little more amped. You know what I mean? So I think they get the win, brother, because of all those reasons that I just stated.
Yep. Well, let me tell you something, man. I'm feeling it, man. I think watching Josh Hart and Street Jacket Jones do their thing, man, I'm proud Big V got enough time. And the crazy part about it is it was masterful, because Big V didn't get heavy minutes in this matchup, and you're going to need his production against Rudy Gobert Saturday.
Right.
So if you look at a lot of the minutes from the Pelican starters, wasn't heavy minutes. Willie did an excellent job doling it out.
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Well, yeah, we needed his production. But I think ultimately the Pelicans, I don't think Graham has a performance like he had in this game with 9 points. I think he does better in the second matchup. I think Big V gets more than 11, I think it was. And we're going to keep this thing twisting and turning. So they definitely are in position to get a win against Utah. And it's not just any team. The Utah Jazz is a hell of a team. They're a pretty damn good team, man. They're pretty balanced. They play good defense. They don't turn the ball over. The Pelicans held them until under 100 points, forced them to have more fouls, and usually they're a pretty disciplined and smart team. And the Pelicans went in there and took care of business in one of the most difficult environments to win a basketball game in the NBA. And can they do it again? Well, first part is psychological. They've seen it. They can play with them. The next thing is going out, relaxing, still keeping your focus, and being able to play your game. So I agree with you. I think the Pelicans can get that second win and get up to 3. We'll see. Very tough games over the next 4 days.
And we got a back stretch.
You got 4 days. You got pretty tough. You got 2 back-to-backs. The Friday, which was the win. Tomorrow, Utah, and then Monday, you got the Clippers. All these on the road. So listen, the Pelicans are building to something, man, and they're feeling good about it. So, man, I can't complain about it at all. So that's positive.
What's up, Young Blood? Young Blood 46 asked me a question. He said, do you think Trey Murphy will get more minutes when Zion returns? I definitely do, Trey. I mean, not Trey, Young Blood, because I think with the way we were losing and just the bad situation with the team, like I saw somebody put in the chat one night when we was talking about it. I don't remember who it was, but I read this comment and they said Trey Murphy isn't playing because the coach doesn't want the rookie to build bad habits. And I thought that made so much sense, because he don't really have a game to put the ball on the floor like that. We didn't really have somebody that could create open shots for him, because obviously if you can get him an open shot, he'll knock it down. And his defense, he's still learning. Obviously, he's a rookie. He's not Herb Jones, but he has a lot of potential in that area. very tall. So I think as the season goes on, especially when Zion gets back, we're gonna go through a period where we probably, we're gonna need somebody out there. They're gonna triple team Zion or do what they do, and guys might not be knocking down shots. And Trey gonna get his chance. And when he get his chance, if he hit them shots out there with Zion, they will have to make a role for him. So we could see a lineup with both our rookies out there with Zion, along with maybe Devonte Graham and something like that. We're gonna see some crazy combinations with Willie Green. He's willing to mix it up and do what works, and that's one of the things I love the most about him. So don't sleep on Trey. Everybody else, I know you see a young blood, but anybody else wondering, Trey gonna get some minutes this year. They just trying to work him in and make sure when he gets in, he's going to be successful. Because the most important thing you can do to a rookie is build their confidence. You don't want to destroy their confidence. You don't want to have that go down. You see what we dealt with Kyra, and he's finally starting to come around. I think what Stan Van Gundy did him, may have stunned him a little bit, but he getting it together now. And I think they're trying to avoid a situation like that with Trey.
Big ups to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all being in here. Also, please feel free, man, to hit the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button and you're in the stream, well over 100 of us in this building, please feel free to hit the like button. It helps out the stream. Also, feel free to share the stream social media links on your social media feed as well. And if you're not a member of the flock, subscribe and join the flock, man. Let's get into our final comment here on the show, as well as we go into this article here from Andrew Lopez over at ESPN. And of course, it's talking about Zion Williamson. As New Orleans Pelicans, Zion Williamson cleared for full team activities. Still no return timetable. And of course, there was another article that came out that Zion, I really didn't want that injury.
We playing the video?
Up, so no, hell no, we're not. The Pelicans forward Zion Williamson has been cleared to participate in full team activities, the team announced Friday evening. Williamson, who's recovering from a fractured right foot, had his latest set of scans on Wednesday. They were evaluated by Pelicans team orthopedic surgeon Dr. Scott Montgomery and Dr. Richard Furkel, a surgeon who has worked on NBA players in the past. Quote, it has been a long road to get him to this point, end quote, Pelicans coach Willie Green said. Quote, anyone that's ever dealt with any type of injury like that, it's hard to come back from. It's hard mentally. He's done a great job pushing through. Z has an opportunity now to go full practices, and we'll have a practice soon. Hopefully that'll add some juice to our team. He's a big part of what we do here, end quote. The Pelicans said Williamson went through 4-on-4 full court work on Friday while the team is in Utah for a back-to-back. The New Orleans Pelicans plays Utah on Friday. Of course, this article, and of course Saturday before heading to Los Angeles to play the Clippers on Monday. The team will travel back to New Orleans on Tuesday, then play the Dallas Mavericks the following day. Because of the team schedule, it's likely the Pelicans won't have a full practice for Williamson to participate until next Thursday. In a news release, New Orleans said it's yet to determine when Williamson will return to game action. Quote, it's more about how he responds to practices, end quote, Green said. Quote, how he responds to the physicality of playing against his teammates, how he responds to getting up and down. Just given the timeline, it's tough on that. We want him back as soon as possible, but it's all predicated on how he feels after workouts, and the medical team will work diligently with him and will go from there, end quote. Now, Williamson is yet to play in the game this season because of a fractured foot, and is absent. The Pelicans have gotten off to a 5-16 start, and of course, this is prior to the matchup here, but still all positives until Zion gets back. Let's talk about it, DC. Go ahead and give your thoughts. I know you want to.
Yeah, man. Zion coming back would be huge. I basically said he'd be back by Christmas. You said, I think January or something, similar timeline. So it seems to be right on course. I know we're supposed to be all ecstatic. Zion has got his scans. He's going to be doing full contact work, but we all know it's going to be exactly, probably to the number, another 3 weeks, and they're going to give us some type of update on that. And then they're going to still say they don't have a timeline, and then it'll be probably another week, and he'll be playing like basically right around Christmas. So it's pretty much what we've been hearing far as the rumors. He's healthy, I believe. It's just they're trying to do their due diligence, make sure nothing happens to him, as well as probably help him get in basketball shape right now. So good to have him back. You heard Willie said it probably add some juice to the team. I think that effect is already happening, like I said, and can't wait to see what Zion looks like with this team, man. Because I don't think since he's been here, he's ever had a team as talented as this one and that fights the way this team does. So this could be the team that helps us get over the fact that we had Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Zion, and Brandon Ingram cutting up that year, and could have had what's the guy we let go to Houston, Big Q.
Uh,
I can't remember his name right now.
Christian, what's his name? Woods.
Christian Woods, which to me would have definitely made the playoffs. That team defensively probably needed some work, but we would definitely made the playoffs with them guys. But this team could supersede that. We wouldn't have to live in the past no more. Worry about we traded AD and we traded Drew and they both got championships and blah blah blah. The Lonzo Ball, this and that. Hopefully we can put all this to bed and it just be all Pelicans all day.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, man. And it's time to move forward, man, to a win in brighter pastures as we getting close to that January time frame. Getting late the November, December. And like I said, usually when you start seeing a lot of improvement to the team, I want to see more improvement from the team from this point. As the year turns over, that's when the games really starting adding up to something. Now, usually in that prior year, you have right before the year turns over in the NBA season, teams are jostling for position, finding out who they have in their lineup and rosters and what they need to do and make the correct corrections and adjustments. And then when the year flips over, then that's when people start really kind of digging in and getting things straight. So the timeline is still on par. And like I said, whether I still hold to the January 2022 time frame for Zion Williamson for meaningful minutes and serious contributions of 25 plus minutes per game that I hold. That's why I was saying that people are casting the team aside too prematurely. There's too many games left in the season, and when the guy get healthy, and you see how they look all together, eventually he will come, and then some of the guys that's in the lineup will slide to the bench and empower that. So it's only a matter of time before you see the team start to improve and wins start coming. Willie Green is not backing off his message. It was strong through the losing. And as they start to win, it will get even louder because it was the steadying of, it was the calming voice during the rough and choppy seas. Listen to me, we'll make it through this. And as they see they starting to add and make wins, you'll see confidence grow in Willie Green and what he's doing over there. So that's my spill on it. But yeah, I think it's absolutely awesome. And I can't wait. Like I said, 2 wins back to back. We got 2 straight wins. We got the Jazz coming in. We've got to go to Jazz, take care of business. Actually today, because today is Saturday now. It's after 12 in my our time. So it's a very positive thing, and I'm looking forward to another win tonight.
Hey Q, we got to take that sand over from the Saints because it ain't looking too good, especially them 2 rushes first down. Did we even get a first down rushing? But 2 wins, playoff bomb. 2 wins, playoff bomb. Too soon.
I appreciate the positivity of it, DC, because I think 2 wins.
First winning streak we had all year, man. I mean,
for real.
You gotta
since
have
last
something.
year, yeah. This is a positive. That's what I'm saying because, and not only that, but it's the way how they did it. That's like I said again, it's the way how the Pelicans did it. Because usually in previous games, the Pelicans would fall off a cliff during that time. And like even AD made mention of it, when the teams get physical with the Pelicans, how do they respond to that? Well, Pelicans didn't lose their brain in this one. They actually stayed in the game and made the correct play, made the shot, won the game. Despite a suspect calls by the official, they beat the officials and that team in a tough arena, and I think that's worthy of night celebration for tonight as the team has to turn around for another matchup with this pissed off Utah club without Conley. So we'll see. They have to still watch out for Clarkson and several other players, but I'm happy. I think the Pelicans will be fine in this thing.
All right, family. Y'all don't like the slogan. It's cool. But we is on a goddamn roll. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about no Coney roll. Colin always hating, man. Don't worry about Colin ass. Colin need to come his ass on the chat tomorrow and talk. He got them.
It ain't just Carlton. Don't sit up here and spotlight.
Nah.
Damian
I was
said,
laughing at that. He
I've
said
been listening the whole
sucked.
time, and that slogan sucked, DC.
It's all right, but Cole need to keep them stream y'all fingers. Give him a little break, and come on. What that is tomorrow? We got the live thing we gonna be doing tomorrow, bro. Let everybody come in. We come hate some more up in that cold.
Man, Carlton telling me like it is. He ain't hating, man.
Yeah, it was kind of corny.
B.
I
Thomas.
had to say it, bro. I had to say it. It was on my mind.
B. Thomas, thank
But
you
I'm
for your
saying,
super
man,
chat.
two wins. You know, 2 wins. We ain't had it all season, but man, shit, we play all ball now.
VB Pels says, lady said, slow your roll, DC, but keep that thought.
No doubt.
All
right, Kenny putting a date on it. Kenny says
December
Zion gonna be
17th.
back December 17th.
Girl, to say
I
ain't
like
never
the
been no
confidence.
hater, man. Cut it out.
Colin,
Never
Colin, you don't never say nothing good, dog. Everything you say is always negative.
Towards your ass anyway.
Nah, not
All
just me. He said BI not clutch. Go look at all his comments tonight, man. Let me find a positive one. You said I had a great summary. I still think you was being sarcastic.
It was the one thing, so you would say that you wasn't attacking.
He was being sarcastic though. He's very sarcastic. We point out Colin. I like Colin though, man. Colin funny.
Big ups to B. Thomas. His Jazz was looking like,
but you
man,
dog.
they just keep coming at us. #positive. Thank you, brother Thomas, for your super chat. Much love. Yeah, I'm very happy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. After what I seen with the black and gold and the LSU Tigers, Pelicans, man, giving the city and the region a bit of hope now, man, as things are starting to turn and twist, man. That was a big win against a very good opponent. The Jazz had 12. Right. This is a 12-win team right now, man, playing really well with shooters all over the place. The Pelicans, man, they outshot them from downtown, didn't they, DC? They had a higher three-point percentage than this team. This team got shooters all over the place, weapons all over the place. They did a magnificent job tonight getting a 1-point win. They didn't implode. Man. So, yeah, this was big, man. This is big. So now the move, we got to get the next one. So, yeah, we're going to be all right.
Shout out to Damian, man. My man, he working a 16-hour shift. Yeah,
damn,
bro.
Damian.
Appreciate you.
You must be offshore or something, man. Bro. Is that an offshore gig you on, bro? Is that what's going on?
Gotta be. Well, I mean, it could be some other stuff, but probably so, I would think.
All right. So much love to the fam. Listen, fam. DC alluded to it a moment ago. Usually our Friday
just in the reality of hating Colton.
All right, fam. So tomorrow, usually we'll open up the live lines, the phone lines tonight on our Friday stream, but being that it's a back-to-back matchup. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I know that's true, BB. Yeah, the LSU Tigers, they are undefeated. Yeah, they played Penn State, I wanted to say tonight. Okay. I'm going to have to check on it. So I guess they beat Penn State tonight.
Go Pels and go Tigers.
Willie says DC full of hopium.
I might have shot up a few lines of that hopium, dog. Just a little bit. So I like to keep it balanced, though. Big Q don't want to do nothing at all. I told him try to do a little bit of it, dog. Look, the hopium got us here.
Well, I mean, you needed something, bro, with all that goddamn losing.
I was starting to hurt. You know, I had to do something. Shit. I ain't want to drink no blue ribbons, Willie. So I had to do a little hopium, you know what I mean?
Them blue ribbons off the chain, DC.
Willie, he take them blue ribbons to the head, bro.
DC don't want no blue ribbons, man. Nah, he like red stripe.
You know, I never did really like Clint Eastwood like that, Willie, bro.
But that's like I said, DC ain't drinking no Clint Eastwood beer. He drank red stripe. So I mean, that's his beer, man. That's DC's favorite.
I don't drink that either, man.
That's where you come from. They make it over there. What you talking about?
I don't drink no red stripe, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, there it is. All right, DC is acting like he don't drink the red stripe. I got you.
Don't drink the red stripe, bro.
All right, your Tigers won. All right, cool. All right. So with that being said, fam, like I said,
Yeah, Damon
before
said,
DC,
yeah, he off show, big dog.
I know. I just put that on that DCC. You drinking a red stripe. You
I
missed
ain't
that
see,
whole
man.
list.
I was looking at Willie, bro, talking about me doing the hopeism, bro. I missed it.
Okay. All right. So yes. So what we'll do tomorrow, usually Friday, traditionally we open the lines for the family members to chime in, but being that it's a back-to-back, we'll reserve that and open up the phone lines for Saturday. So after the Pelicans get a win tomorrow, we'll open up the lines of communication for the family members, all to chime in on Saturday. And we'll love to hear from you guys. So with that being said, man, this was a fantastic win for the Pelicans. Hopefully we can get this win tomorrow, man, and keep on building on this thing and get on the plus side of this thing.
Wait, hold up, Q. You said hopefully?
Hopefully
we can get the win.
Hopefully.
Man, you lying. You did a little bit of that hopeism in the back.
Hopefully. All right, so with that being said, fam, we're going to get out on that. No, it'll be tomorrow morning sometime, Brother Damon, for the Tough Tiger Talk. Just be looking out for the notifications, right, my brother. Friend. Of course, you know, LSU guys.
Stay safe, Damon, out there, man.
Much
you got
love,
a hard
bro.
job, dog.
Yeah, keep your eyes and ears open, my brother, and remain safe and protected and blessed. And like I said, tomorrow for the LSU family members in the Tough Tiger Talk stream, feel free to know that we'll be doing the show tomorrow. Of course, LSU finishes out its regular season tomorrow with a do-or-die matchup against Texas A&M. And the Tigers have to beat Texas A&M to be bowl eligible. They'll be 500 with a win over the 15th ranked Texas A&M Aggies tomorrow. So can they get it? Coach O's final game of the regular season is tomorrow in the finale. Could he pull enough together with all the injuries and everything to take care of business against Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M? So it'll also be interesting if LSU beats Texas A&M
with Jimbo Fisher.
And Jimbo Fisher, that is also crazy. So the thing is, you lose the Ogeron who's on his way out. It's such a crazy thing going on with that whole situation. But yeah, we'll preview the game tomorrow morning. And we'll recap some because we didn't do the recap for the the game as well. We'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow as well. So with that being said, yeah, I know Kev. Kev was talking about it leaving. Yeah, I heard about Eli. Very sad, and potentially he could end up at Alabama. So right now, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on, but who knows? Depending on who they get to be the coach, we'll see. Right. So we'll just see how that goes. With that being said, fam, we'll be out. Much love to you guys. We'll see you on our Saturday stream. Much love to you. Peace, DC. Keep it 100 and keep on drinking those red stripes, brethren.
And you rub some coconut oil on the top of your head so you don't have a George Jefferson, all right?
Bro, what are you talking about, bro? You got a head full of hair under here. I'm tired of you hating me.
Get your head massage, man. Make sure them follicles stay, you know.
DC, match something. Did you get that bottle of Fabioso I sent over there?
That's not allowed in my residence.
I sent you a bottle of Fabioso, bro. It's shampoo.
I told a mailman when they send stuff like that, brother, to send it back, bro.
No. There is hair shampoo called Fabioso. Did you get it?
Why would I want to take that?
Well, I'm saying, never mind. Don't worry about it.
That's a chemical.
No, it's shampoo. It's not the stuff you use to clean your floor.
Man, that's the same. That's the stuff you use to clean your floors. What you talking about? You trying to get me to put that in my hair?
No, I sent you. There's a Fabioso hair shampoo.
Family, who in the chat? What is Fabioso? I'm gonna ask the family on this.
See, DC don't get it. That's
Big
not
Q full. Big Q full of it.
It's not floor cleaner. It's actually a shampoo. That is Fabioso.
Anybody in the chat ever heard of Fabioso?
It's a Google
shampoo.
It's a Google search. I sent you the picture. You playing games. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I sent you the picture. About. I hear you, bro. All right. So with that being said,
man, you probably got a Snapchat, man. You can go ahead and edit anything, man. They got all type of filters out there.
See, there you go. All right, we out. Go Pels.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelican, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.